Hey there, I got one from Treehouse. So this is supposed to be something like Julius Batch 1 from a long time ago. They say it's the first in a series of beers where we reference old handwritten batch notes. So we have Julius scaled directly from batch notes on May 29th, 2012. So that's like almost exactly, or it's a little over 14 years ago. But of course it's not, it's going to be very different. It's on a scale that's probably, I don't know, 500 times bigger. I guess I don't know. And different ingredients, I'm sure a little bit. But thought it'd be interesting to try. I'm assuming it's going to be a little darker. And I don't think that in the very first days of Treehouse, their beers are that hazy, but this one's probably going to be a little hazy. Yeah, definitely hazy. Doesn't look that much from Julius these days, actually. About the same. It looks very similar. Head's pretty nice, getting some aromas already. They don't really say anything about how it's different. It's also the exact same ABV, 6.8. And it's canned June 2nd, so that's about a little over 2 weeks ago. There you go, one. Yep, looks so much like Julius has since I've known it. I guess I first had it like 11 years ago. Smells good. Maybe there's a little bit more of a malt presence. Slightly toastier thing. Their yeast is definitely, their classic yeast profile is noticeable. It's just vanilla orange creamsicle-y stuff. That's what I usually get from Julius. Maybe there's just a little bit more of a sweet malt thing going on. Smells good, for sure. Yeah, that's I feel like, yeah, it's sweeter and maltier. That's kind of basically it. Still lots of hop flavors. And there's some bitterness in the finish and a little bit of toasty. It's not caramel malt, but just a little bit more of a sweet toasty malt thing. Yeah, I like that. I guess it'd be interesting to try it next to current Julius. Maybe current Julius is like a little less sweet. I don't know. I haven't been getting it as much because I've been enjoying the Days and Haze and Alter Ego series more. And maybe there's a little more bitterness too. There's a little more maltiness, a little more bitterness, especially after a few sips. And I wonder if it's definitely very citra forward, but maybe this has like a splash of Centennial or something like that. Some hop that was easier to get back then. Probably not. Maybe there's like Simcoe. I just a hair more malty, hair more bitter, which I don't mind at all. I like a little bit of malt flavor. And I don't mind. I kind of enjoy some bitterness, and IPAs, especially these sweet hazy ones these days, are just cloyingly sweet sometimes for me. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit lighter on the Citra, because in 2012 I think it was harder to get a good amount of Citra, though, for their batch. It was probably so small they didn't need much, but they probably had Simcoe or Amarillo in there, giving us sort of, maybe there's a hint of a berry note or something. Maybe it's a little bit peachier. The feel is like not perfect, but it's fine. But it's just like the finish just lingers with more malt and more bitterness. I think Julius usually is. But their yeast is still throwing out this like unique candy-like note that's unlike any other IPA. It's not quite Belgian IPA. I always come back to this sort of peanut-like thing, which maybe that's like the vanilla peanut, like, I don't know, like a rich, fatty, creamy type taste or something. Maybe there's a little bit of a more of a grapefruit thing here. Like it's sweet and citrusy, but then it's got that bitterness. I'm glad I got it. I think it's a little bit more interesting to me than Julius is these days. And maybe a tad bit of a throwback. But is it monumental or transcendent or something? Not exactly. Give it a 4.3.